Did you know that every year countless infants require CPR? Imagine holding a beloved infant in your family and suddenly he or she goes unresponsive. Would you know how to react? Good morning, and for my job skills demonstration, I will be teaching you the new American Heart Association's Healthcare Provider CPR Standards for Infants, which was implemented on March 1st. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation, also known as CPR, is the process by which a trained person keeps the heart beating and blood flowing until emergency care can arrive. My supplies for today include an infant CPR mannequin, an infant mask attached to a one-way breathing valve, as well as a pair of gloves. For safety precautions, you should, whenever possible, try to use a barrier, such as this one, for breaths which are called ventilations. However, if you do not have a barrier, you may use your mouth to cover both the infant's nose and mouth in order to deliver ventilations. If you are not comfortable with placing your mouth over the infant, you may continue with just chest compressions. Also, you should be wearing gloves, which prevent body secretions from coming in contact with you. While administering CPR, it is important that you keep the intervals of time in which you stop chest compressions to no more than 10 seconds. A major point of CPR, however, is to make sure that you allow the chest to completely recoil before administering another chest compression. Now imagine holding a beloved infant and suddenly they go unresponsive, either not breathing or gasping for air in your arms. What should you do? Begin by placing the infant down on a flat surface. Then, tap the infant's foot repeatedly while looking for any signs of responsiveness, as well as any signs of breathing. Then, activate the emergency medical response system by dialing 911, and also try to obtain a pediatric manual defibrillator. The pediatric manual defibrillator will reshock the infant's heart back to a normal heart rhythm. Then, apply your gloves. Now it is time to check the infant's pulse. To do this, place 2 fingers, preferably your index finger and middle finger, in the inner upper aspect of the infant's arm. Do not take longer than 10 seconds to check the infant's pulse. If the infant does not have a pulse, begin chest compressions immediately. Chest compressions consist of placing 2 fingers, once again, your index finger and middle finger, in the center of the infant's chest. Then, push down approximately 1/3 the depth of the infant's chest, which is approximately 1.5 inches. Then release the pressure, which will allow for a complete chest recoil. Chest compression should be done at a rate of 100 compressions per minute, or no more than 30 chest compressions in 18 seconds. 18 seconds. Also, after you have completed 30 chest compressions, it is now time to give the infant breaths. However, if you decided not to give the infant breaths, continue with just chest compressions. To give the infant breaths, place one hand on the infant's head and another on the infant's chin. Then gently draw back the chin, which will free the airway. This is called the head tilt chin lift method. Then, place the barrier on the infant's nose and mouth, making sure that the wider end is at the infant's chin and the narrow end is at the infant's nose. Then breathe into the mouthpiece to give the infant 1 breath. While administering the breath, make sure that you watch that your chest completely rises and falls. Also, each breath should take no longer than 1 second. After completing 5 cycles of CPR, at a ratio of 30 chest compressions to 2 breaths, recheck the infant's pulse. If the infant does not have a pulse, attach the pediatric manual defibrillator and give the infant 1 shot. Now watch as I complete 2 cycles of CPR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. To recap, make sure that the infant is indeed unresponsive by tapping on the infant's foot and looking for any signs of breathing. Then, check the infant's pulse in the inner elbow arm. If the infant does not have a pulse, begin chest compressions immediately. Chest compressions should be done at 1/3 the depth of the infant's chest, which is approximately 1.5 inches. Then, if you decided to give the infant breast, perform head tilt chin lift to free the airway. However, if you decided not to give the infant breast, continue with just chest compressions. And finally, give the infant 2 breaths. Continue with 5 cycles of CPR at a ratio of 30 chest compressions, 2 breaths. Attach the pediatric manual defibrillator and give the infant 1 shot. Then continue with CPR until help arrives. In conclusion, you may someday need to rely on CPR to save the precious little one in your life. Emergencies can happen at any time, so it's important to know what you can do to help such a special little one. Previously, the acronym ABC, or Airway Breathing Compressions, was used on how to conduct CPR. However, it is now changed to CAB, or Compressions Airway Breathing. Just remember the acronym tab and you are on your way to save this precious little life. Thank you for your time, and this concludes my Doc Skills demonstration.